here with Dr. Tarek Mitri of the Issam Fares Institute at the American University of Beirut. Dr. Mitri, you're known pretty widely for your expert opinions on geopolitics in the Middle East, and you've said before that many communities within the Middle East have lost aspirations for the state, whatever nation they're a part of. What has led them, and why now have they lost those aspirations?
You know, there is a sense of victimhood that is prevalent, not just among the so-called minority communities, but also among the majority communities. I refer to majority and minority in a numerical sense, not in any other sense. A sense of victimhood that has a variety of reasons. Not the least is the fact that we're having either failed or failing states, and therefore there is a tendency among groups of citizens to seek protection wherever they can find it. I know it's no one can provide protection save the state, but still,
Absolutely.
Realizing that the state is unable to provide the basic protection it owes to its citizens has eroded their faith, as it were, in a state for all. I hope this is not going to last long. I still believe that the Arab uprisings opened a new era. So far we've seen much of the dark side
Absolutely.
of all of this, lots of tears and blood. But I'm confident that with the fall of dictatorships and with the demand for greater political participation, things will change. It may take more years, it may take longer than we had hoped in 2011.
Lebanon is democratic, it's and peaceful as compared to its largest neighbor, Syria. Concerning the state of Syria, Assad said Syrians who took no side initially and have come over to the government side, whether physically become refugees in government-held areas or their sympathies have gone over into government, he said they have learned the value of the state. And in that way, he is trying to portray himself as the secular, rational alternative to either the rebels or the Islamic State. Do you think the argument that he is the only legitimate answer to the problem has gained weight among both the Middle East and the international community?
I don't think so. Assad's narrative from day one has been, and it is not the only one, most dictators have survived because they said to their people and to the world that the alternative is either chaos or the radical Islamists, terrorists, what have you. So better have the evil you know,
right,
than get a greater evil that you don't know. This is at the heart of Assad's narrative. I think the Syrian people want the state, of course. No one loves chaos. They want order. But they have no trust in Bashar al-Assad. I think Bashar al-Assad represents a regime, personifies a regime that has repressed Syrians for 43 years and discriminated against the majority. It's a regime that has failed, there are people who still support state versus chaos, but the issue is not state versus chaos. The issue is a regime that continues to butcher its own people, a regime that had not been able to establish a rule of law and respect for human rights, and those who are opposed to it I hope that the political process that has started in Geneva, that talks about a transitional governance, though difficult as it seems to be, that it moves forward. I think the international community, the Security Council knows that no solution for Syria is possible unless you have a transition whereby an inclusive transition, where all actors in Syrian drama are represented.
In terms of the refugee crisis, Lebanon has taken on many refugees, and there are many refugees across the world. Once security is restored in Syria, do you see a large amount of them, or any proportion of them, returning to Syria?
Well, they say, most of them say they want to return, and I think they are sincere. Many have come here hoping that they could go to Europe or elsewhere. But now it's more and more unlikely. Many have come here simply because life wasn't livable anymore, that they were under threat, and they would like to go back. But the conditions for their return are not there.
No.
And security is a relative word. There is no real security for Syrians until there is a political solution, in my view.
Mm.
Short of a political solution that stabilizes Syria, security remains relative, precarious, and therefore people, not just people, the United Nations have said time and again that the return of refugees, they've learned from other experiences, is only possible when their protection is ensured, and this cannot happen unless there is a political solution.
Absolutely. Just one final question. Do you have a positive outlook for the next 20 years, 30 years of the Middle East? Or?
20 years, yes. Less than that, maybe not.
Dr. Mitri, thank you.
Thank you.